Hello everyone, it's Nen from Insightful Vibrations. Thank you for tuning into the channel, thank you for subscribing, and I hope you will like and share these videos. Please remember that we start off with astrology for the week of June 19th to 25th, 2017, and then for the same week we will look at the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck card readings for each sign. Now remember, if you know your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign, you can watch all three videos for a more comprehensive picture. This week I thought I'd start off with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck. I'm absolutely enthralled with this deck, and it is so vividly illustrated and beautiful, and just brings such wonderful messages. So for this week, for everyone, we can say that we have a lot of blessings, healing, surrender, and insight. And in fact, what's amazing is that the astrology matches exactly that. We know that, I mentioned last week, that Neptune is retrograde right through to the third week of November. And that gives us, an opportunity to make dreams come true, because Neptune, is all about dreams and also illusions, and also sometimes trickery and deception. But at the same time, you can make of it what you will. And it's your own willpower that will use these energies of Neptune wisely. And when it's retrograde, it'll actually lessen the illusion and deception and make dreams more realistic, or you'll focus on more realistic things. So I feel that it's a wonderful energy. But it also, as usual, deepens the third eye capacity, the capacity for insight and intuition. And this is a wonderful, wonderful thing, because those of you who are studying anything from astrology to, magic, to energy healing, to, reading cards or runes or anything else, will really find that your channels are just opening up even that much more intensely during this Neptune retrograde period, and you're able to tap into some very high wisdom. So I feel that this is a very, very positive period. But also remember that we also have a Pluto retrograde until the third week of September. And, the thing with that is, as I mentioned in my Holistic Astrology column on Facebook, that, Pluto retrograde is going to dredge up those things that just no longer serve you and make you dispense with them. Things that are just not worth fighting for will just leave your sphere. And this, for some of you, includes relationships that don't work. So we really have an opportunity here to make dreams come true in more than one way. Let go of what's not serving your highest good, and start to focus on new doors opening, because when one door closes, another one opens. We already know that to be true. And you have to make room in your life for these things. So if you clutter your life with things that aren't serving your highest good, then there's really no fresh energy room at all. Now, as far as the actual main aspects, June 20th has a couple of interesting aspects. First of all, Venus is sextiling Neptune, and that's a beautiful romantic energy. So those of you who want to have a date on Tuesday night, I think that's a really good thing to do. Also, maybe doing something outdoors would be good, because Venus, of course, rules Taurus, and Taurus loves nature and is a very grounded sign. When Neptune loves, water, so something out by the lake would be nice. And also blue skies. So those are, some nice hints for you to make it even more romantic and really healing in another way. Now, also on the 20th, that's Tuesday, we have Mercury sextiling Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of eccentricity, surprise, technology, innovation, way out there thinking, inventions, etc. And when Mercury is forming this positive angle with Uranus, it is telling you, look, do mercurial things that that will give you innovation or innovative approaches to things. Mercury is all about learning, studying, writing, communicating. Itself, Mercury itself is about technology and things like that. So I do feel that those of you who want to create something under this energy on June 20th, you really have a wonderful time. And on June 21st, we have Mercury conjunction the Sun. And basically what happens here is that you will be communicating a lot. And there's going to be a lot of information being exchanged. So again, it's just a glorious day for those of you who are, out there doing sales, or, making a pitch for your thesis, or whatever it is you're doing. This is just a brilliant energy for you. On the 23rd of June, we have the new moon in Cancer. And this is a beautiful new moon energy because, Cancer is that sign that's, good for both home and family, but also for prosperity. And I feel that those of you who wish to start new endeavors on the eve of the new moon can certainly do that. Any new money-making adventures, any new homing instinct sort of things, such as moving in together as a couple, renovating your home, doing anything like that would be very, very nice for you. And of course, it depends on where, you are experiencing the constellation of Cancer in your own chart right now as to just exactly how this will manifest itself. But it's a beautiful, romantic, gentle, and prosperous energy. And then on June 24th, we have Venus trine Pluto. And this is really wonderful because Venus is cooperating with Pluto, where Pluto is, usually sort of dredges up things we don't want to deal with. Right now, Venus is cooperating with Pluto and Pluto with Venus. So I feel that this could be a very romantic, if not very passionately romantic configuration. So we're dredging up a lot of emotion, a lot of passion here. So that's a little note for those of you who wish to have a date night. And then finally on Sunday, June the 25th, we look at Mars squaring Jupiter. And this is just a brilliant, brilliant energy because for those of you who want to initiate something, who want to have, a chance at success, I feel that this is really a lively, innovative, energetic energy that can do just that, lead you to success. So use that energy wisely, put some ideas into motion, and let's go forward with a fantastic week. So that summarizes it. I'm going to focus on the zodiac signs separately now. Please remember to watch your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign or ascendant videos, because you will get a more comprehensive picture of the energies ahead. And of course, the reason you're listening to these readings is so you can navigate all these energies much more easily than you would if you hadn't. So have yourself a wonderful week. Here we go with the individual forecast. Sagittarius, for June 19th to 25th, 2017, you are going to have, oh wow, kind of a bifurcated week. Part of it's going to be really dynamic, lovely, romantic, playful, and fun, and part of it's going to be, being overburdened by having to make decisions. So let's look at the cards. You've got the tulips, you've got, which are the flowers, you've got the fox, the mountain, the coffin, the tower, and the child. And your card that characterizes your entire week is the staircase. And the staircase is all about being at crossroads, having to figure out what you need to do next, and having to make one important decision. I feel, in fact, Sagittarius, you may have to make two important decisions this week. I really feel that. And I feel that one of the decisions has to be with an invitation. This could be an invitation to move in with someone. This could be an invitation of love. This could be an invitation to steadily date someone. It could be an invitation to go to a wedding or a baptism or any other kind of blessing ceremony, that kind of thing. But it could also be an invitation to, just join forces with someone. So this is one of the decisions you may have to make. The other decision you may have to make has to do with some kind of an ending, as represented by the coffin. And when we have the coffin, a lot of people fear that it's death, and I don't feel that. That card, it could represent it, but I don't feel with the surrounding cards that it does. And I do feel that coffins represent endings to things. So maybe this is one of the decisions you have to make. What do I do? Do I end this particular relationship or this particular job? And with you, I feel that it is something to do with something regulatory, legal, government. So it may be about deciding to end a legal proceeding. Maybe having to do with, if you work for the government, having to, terminate positions for others, or it may be that you end up going to school and terminating the program. It may be that you just feel it's not right for you. So the Tower represents those kinds of government institutions, educational settings, legal opportunities, and so on. And I do feel a lot of those things really do have the capacity to just go to bed this week. So this is really wonderful. But in terms of the Fox and the Tower, you need to be very, very careful. There is somebody wily around you, who is trying to undercut you in some way. And this could be, somebody who's not, really being fair. And they're giving you just a sort of an offer of some kind with the invitation there, but it's not really an honorable thing. So really try to see through the veil of what apparently is a gift or an incredible offer. And this could be in any sense. It could be a sales pitch for something. It could be an offer of employment. It could be an offer to be a business partner with somebody, or it may be that you get some money in the mail that seems like you're going to win the sweepstakes, but it's actually very illusional, or you're very illusional about it. So you need to get some clarity about that. And with Neptune being retrograde, it might help you get a little bit more clarity right now. But with the Fox as well, we have the, this wily person around us who isn't, really honorable. So sometimes it could mean that, someone may, garnish your account, or, unfairly, or may, steal something from you. So you need to really watch for that kind of thing. With the Mountain, I feel that there's an obstacle in your path, Sagittarius, and this may to do with you or your child, or a child that you know that you're very close to, so a niece or a nephew, that grandchild, that kind of thing. And I do feel that the obstacle can be beaten. When we see obstacles, they often appear ominous and domineering, as the height of the mountain and the strength of the mountain does in this card. But if you look in front of the mountain, there is a lot of growth and greenery and optimism and promise. There's a beautiful, animal there with the, moose with the antlers, and just really, really lovely, energies for saying, look, why do you have to go behind the mountain or around the mountain? Sure, you can. But, look at all the opportunities right in front of your nose before you even go around the mountain or climb the mountain. So, a lot of times when we get stressed about something, we don't really see all our options. So let's just, try to keep our minds clear and not perceive problems where they seem so ominous. Let's use that child card, the creativity card, to create some kind of opportunity. Why is it an obstacle? It's only an obstacle in your mind. You can create something better for yourself in art, in sports, in design, or even using those elements. The stars are also there, so something creative energy-wise, maybe doing a routine or something to make things easier on yourself. All of those things are really well aspected, and you can overcome whatever burdens you have this week, Sagittarius. I do feel with the child as well, it's ushering in new romance. This could be somebody that's been hard to get to before with the mountain there. It could be somebody that has played the field before, and so you were a little leery of them. I would still say with Neptune retrograde, you may see through them this week, and you may see either a glimmer of hope, or you may say, well, it's just not worth it, and terminate that relationship, as would be represented by the coffin, but or the prospect for that relationship, for that matter. But also with the child and the schooling, some of you may be having children come back from school for the summer, or going away to some destination for schooling purposes, or maybe you're just planning for the fall semester. Either way, it's an absolutely promising week to get rid of problems, to make good decisions, and to be full of hope and promise. So Sagittarius, you're going to have a fabulous week. Take care.